This place is done, man. This place is there. There is no healing Babylon the Great, man. There is no plan for Babylon the Great. All right. It says a false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is His delight. You know, and this kind of leading to this is all leading up to the articles. So it's the spirit. I don't have nothing planned. You know, it's just the spirit. You know. Let me get this in Jeremiah. Okay. Let me get this in Jeremiah. Let's see. I think it's 49. But really, you start at 48, and it goes all into Esau being destroyed. But there's a certain point I want to get, and I'll probably jump back up. Yeah, I might have to look it up, man. It's a lot here. 51. Shit. All right, let me look it up real quick, Baba Shah. Okay, but boy, remember Trump when Trump brought that Jake pastor out to pray for America? Okay, at the White House. It's 50. It's gotta be 51, right? Yeah. Come on, man. All right, Jeremiah 51 and 9. All right, but Esau brought out that Jake pastor to pray for America, you know, because they know we the Israelites, man. So they're like, maybe the Lord will listen, because this is a real Israelite, you know. So maybe the Lord will listen and won't destroy America, you know. That's that slickness of Esau, man. Esau trying to be slick. But you know, going back to that bumper sticker, that's the spirit. That let me know right there. That's the spirit that got me going in on this topic, because that bumper sticker said pray for America, you know, pray for America. So what does it say in the scriptures? Jeremiah 51 and 9. Actually, let me start at verse 8. It says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain. If so, she may be healed. Right. See, this is the Lord being rhetorical, basically. Okay, pretty much mocking. The Lord is mocking Esau. Okay, verse 9. We would have healed Babylon. All right, and this ain't talking about Iraq. All right, this is talking about America. All right, this ain't talking about Babylon of old, the head of gold. This is talking about the kingdom that's established right now, which is America, which came out of the 10 toes from Great Britain. All right, it says. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go, every one into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven. See? So this place is the what we're doing is we're coming out and we're reading the charges against Esau, the charges against Babylon the Great, the charges against America. All right? And another name for America is Edom. All right? This place is also known as Edom. Spiritually, Sodom and Egypt. Why Sodom? Because of the homosexuality that's glorified in this place. And why Egypt? Because us, the Israelites, are in bondage in this place, just like we were in bondage in Egypt of old. Okay? So it says, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Right. You got all these pray for America, you know, prayer breakfast and prayer fasting and praying. Esau fasting and praying, you know, trying to save America, so to speak. All right, trying to heal Babylon the Great. They doing all this building, you know. They trying to get the economy back going. Any and everything Esau does is not going to heal or save America, man. This place is on its last leg. All right, like the brothers say, CTD is circling the drain. I think that's a medical term, you know. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her. That's why all these nations, they're leaving this place now, man. All right. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it's still in place where you got these nations that shut off all their borders to America, man. You know, all these borders, all these other countries have shut their borders to Americans flying in, coming into their country now, man. You know. So that's these nations forsaking Babylon the Great. All right, and what are they about to do? They about to sit back. Really, that's what they're doing. They're sitting back and they're just watching everything going on in America, and they're like, "What the hell is going on in that place, man? I thought this was the place. This is the place to be." You know? They're like, "Well, we got what we got. Let's get the hell up out of here before this ticking time bomb explodes." You know? But you got a lot of them heathens that's like, they're like, "Oh no, we stand. You know, we stand. We don't care what nobody says." You know? It says, "We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go, everyone, into his own country." See? So these other nations are going back to their own countries. It says, "For her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies." And that's going to be that destruction. All right? That's going to be that destruction that comes by way of those missiles. That mushroom cloud, man. All right? Just Google mushroom cloud or YouTube mushroom cloud. And imagine 200 million of those, man. All right? Well, that's how America's going to look in the near future. Like one gigantic mushroom cloud, like one gigantic lake of fire, man. From an aerial view, it's going to look like a lake of fire, man. All right, now that leads me to this article. I got a couple articles, but we'll see. I'll just go with the spirit. Okay. Bear with me real quick. Let me bring it up. Okay, yeah, let's start with that. Let's start with this on the Boston Globe, okay? And hopefully they let me go ahead and read the whole article. All right, we'll do that. You know, because they be wanting you to put your email address in or sometimes pay $1. It's like, man, come on. All right, it says the Boston Globe. All right, the title of the article says, "I feel sorry for Americans. A baffled world watches the U.S." See? And what does baffled mean? Confused. The world is confused as to how and why Babylon the Great, America, is in turmoil, you know, and it's collapsing. And it's funny because Babylon means confusion. So Babylon the Great, America, got everybody else around the world confused as to why it's collapsing. See? It says, and this is dated September 26th. Today's dated September 27th, 2020, the year of prophecy. Right? It says Bangkok, Myanmar. It says Bangkok. It says Myanmar is a poor country struggling with open ethnic warfare and a coronavirus outbreak that could overload its broken hospitals. That hasn't stopped its politicians from commiserating with a country they think has lost its way. "I feel," quote unquote, "I feel for Americans," said Myint Oh, a member of parliament in Myanmar. "But we can't help the U.S." Woo! What the scripture just say? In Jeremiah 51:9, I'm gonna read it again. It says, actually, start at verse 8 again. It says, "Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed." I'm gonna just replace it with America. "We would have healed America, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go, everyone, into his own country, for a judgment reacheth up unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies." So what did this member of the Myanmar parliament just say? "But we can't help the U.S." Oh, no, he said, "I feel sorry for Americans, but we can't help the U.S. because we are a very small country." All right? The same sentiment prevails in Canada, which what they're doing up there in Toronto right now. They're protesting, man. All right? They're protesting against another lockdown. They're protesting against 5G. They're protesting against, hell, I think they're protesting against the chip. You know, they're protesting against vaccines. They're protesting against masks, social distancing. And that's going to amplify here in America, you know. Hey, and them are Frenchies up there, all right, up there in Canada. That's those French. They like protesting, man. They love protesting. Look at what was happening over there in France, man. I think that was them. They called them the Yellow Jackets, if I'm not mistaken. All right, they was protesting and everything in France. So they protesting up there in Canada, man. Okay. And there's gonna be more and more protests here in America, especially when they come with the second shutdown, the second lockdown. All right, because it is going to be they're going to come with another lockdown. They're already talking about it in New York. All right, they already locked down Hawaii. Okay, they locked down Hawaii. What's this say? They locked down Jerusalem, Israel over there. They locked down Israel. So they're already talking about another lockdown for the winter. This is Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Are the people rejoicing right now? No. Because you don't have the righteous in authority. You don't have us, the Israelites, in authority. No, the YT Abba Shemal Shai for bringing that sun out. Sun feel good, boy. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And that's why the people are mourning right now, man. Because the wicked are in authority. Esau is in authority. Job 9:24. The world or the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Okay, and that's pretty much white supremacy or Edomite supremacy. Okay, him covering the faces of all the judges. Which who are the true judges? Us, the Israelites, man. Okay, the men. All right, we're the judges. Who's the ultimate judge? Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai. All right, Yahweh the Heavenly Father and His Son Yahweh Shai. And we're also judges, because the Lord said that the time's going to come where we're not only going to judge all the other nations, okay, and even our people, but even the angels which are in heaven, man. So we are judges. There's a book in the scriptures called Judges, because there was a time where you didn't have kings, but you had judges set up in the nation of Israel, man. All right, Yasha. So right now you have the wicked that's ruling, Esau that's ruling, and that's why the world is mourning. But now you have the world sitting back and watching and seeing America collapse, the demise of the Edomite Empire, all right, through America. It says the sentiment prevails in Canada, one of the most developed countries. 2 out of 3 Canadians live within 60 miles of the U.S. border. Quote unquote, personally, it's like watching the decline of the Roman Empire. See, so you have someone said, Mike Bradley, all right, you have someone that said personally, it's like watching the decline of the Roman Empire, because America is Rome all over again, man. All right, America is Rome all over again. You have the Senate and the House. You have the presidents that rule in their respective order. All right, which Trump talking about, he's staying in there. He said he don't care. He's staying in there because he feel like he's going to be cheated, you know. But the same system that the Roman Empire of old was set up and established and how it ran is the same way America is being run. All right, they have a saying. It's a Roman saying. I think it's SPQR. It's Senatus Populesque Romanus. Senatus Populesque Romanus, and it means the Senate and the population of Rome. And that's the same thing. That same vibration is here in America today. You know, that same vibration. So America is the revived Roman Empire, man. And the apostle just did a video on that, and there was an article too as well that said America is the new Holy Roman Empire. Which little do they know, the Holy Roman Empire, which was the Eastern, the Byzantine, which continued to thrive, was Jake, man. All right, that was the circa 300 AD to their fall or their end, which was circa, we'll just say 1400s. Okay, late 1300s, 1400s, late 1400s, and then you had Esau that came back into that power, which is spoken about in Revelation chapter 20. You know, that's where you have the Renaissance, Esau going out deceiving the nations, whitewashing the images. You know. But America is, in fact, the revived Roman Empire, okay? That Western sect, Okay, because the Eastern, the Holy Roman Empire was Jacob, but the Western was Esau, and it fell, and then it came back. All right, it fell around the 300s AD, and then it came back into power around the 1400s. So that was around 1,000 years. So this person said, personally, it's like watching the decline of the Roman Empire, said Mike Bradley, the mayor of Sarnia, an industrial city on the border with Michigan, where locals used to venture for lunch. Amid the pandemic and in the run-up to the presidential election, much of the world, and let's just say all of the world, is watching the United States or Babylon the Great with a mix of chagrin. What the hell is chagrin? Let's look that word up. All right, shock. Yeah, the people are shocked. They're like, what's going on? You know, America, the number one nation on the planet, is collapsing. What? It says chagrin. All right, the definition of chagrin, it says, oh man, distress or embarrassment at having failed or been humiliated. See? Because you got a lot of these people around the world that's like, yeah, man, watch, America's going to bounce back. No, don't worry. We're going to go over there for our summer trip. You know, we're going to go to Las Vegas, the city of sin. You know, we're going to go there and make some money so we can send some money back, okay, and get rich, okay? That's how these people are thinking. But now they're embarrassed. They're in that, hey, they're chagrin. All right? And most of all, bafflement. All right? Bafflement. The people are baffled, like, man, this place is the beacon of hope for the world. You know? This is how America is how we want our country to be. See? But now America is nothing more than a third world country. You know, this place is nothing but a third world country. It says, how did a superpower allow itself to be failed by a virus? After nearly 4 years during which President Donald Trump has praised authoritarian leaders and obscenely dismissed some other countries as insignificant and crime-ridden. That's that pride. All right? That's that pride of Esau. Is the United States in danger of exhibiting some of the same traits he has disparaged? And it's already exhibiting it, man. Okay? There's talks of a famine, which is going to come to the shores of America. There's talks of civil war, civil unrest, which is already happening, and it's just going to amplify. Okay? This place is nothing more than a third world country right now, man. All right? Remember, years ago, this was back in 2012, I believe, the U.S. credit rating went down to a D. I think it went down to a D, if I'm not mistaken. The infrastructure is a D, which, hey, D means destruction. I like to say that. D means destruction. And if it ain't an A, it's an F, right? You know, it's fail. But that's why Esau's, you always see construction out here on the roads, trying to fix up the roads and stuff. All right? Out here in Seattle, you just had the pier, because they was trying to fix the pier and everything. And I guess they were trying to take it apart. And the thing just collapsed, man. All right? The thing just collapsed. So the infrastructure in America is even failing. And that's just a sign of things to come, because when those missiles hit, the infrastructure of America is going to be obliterated, man. You can forget about it. You know what? That's Isaiah 34. I might have to get that. It says, how did a superpower allow itself to be failed by a virus, and after nearly 4 years, during which President Donald Trump has praised authoritarian leaders and obscenely dismissed some other countries as insignificant and crime-ridden? Is the United States in danger of exhibiting some of the same traits he has disparaged? The U.S. is a first world country, but it is acting like a third world country, said Ang Tu Nguyen, a political analyst in Myanmar. See? So you got the other heathen nations saying this about America. America is supposed to be a first world country, but it's acting like a third world country. And that's the truth, man. Right? That's why this land is a land of hypocrites. Because everything that they shun what they go out to other countries for, leaders in other countries for, it's happening right here in America. So don't be surprised if you see like a Russia talk about coming in, helping out some group, Black Lives Matter or something, to uproot Trump out of office. Okay, or the UN just comes in. Don't be surprised, man. All right, don't be surprised, because this world, America is nothing. Pretty much, America is a third world country right now. Okay, and this land is going to be touched by other troops. Okay, this land is going to be invaded by other troops, man. See? Like Libya. Let's talk about Libya, Iraq, Afghanistan, Venezuela. You had America that backed the rebels, right? America backed the rebels to oust whatever leader was in power, because that leader really wouldn't do what America would tell him to do. Okay, and instilling democracy in that land, But now the same thing is happening here in America, and that's why the whole world, all eyes on Babylon the Great right now. So there's going to be a lot of stuff is coming down the pike to this place, Babylon the Great, or America. It says, adding to the sense of bewilderment, Trump has refused to embrace an indispensable principle of democracy, dodging questions about whether he will commit to a peaceful transition of power after the November election should he lose. And you got everybody talking about this, man. All right, even the lower level Edomites are talking about November. All right, November. And don't be surprised if October. All right, something very major happens that sets everything off, man. But don't be surprised if this election sets off a civil war, or sets off the UN coming in to oust Donald Trump. Okay, or something along those lines. Don't be surprised, man. All right. It says his demurral, combined with his frequent attacks on the balloting process, that's a new thing in America. They never, in recent times, they didn't have any mail-in ballots. All right. People go to the polls and they vote, right? But now they're talking about mail-in ballots because of the whole coronavirus shutdown and all that. So Trump is like, man, I could be cheated. So if I do lose, I'm not leaving. That's what he's saying. And that's against their democracy, ain't it? That's against their laws, right? It says his demurral, combined with his frequent attacks on the balloting process, earned a rebuke from Republicans, including Senator Mitt Romney of Utah. See, they even divided in their own party, man. The Republicans are divided, It says fundamental to democracy is the peaceful transition of power. Romney wrote on Twitter, without that, there is Belarus. In Belarus, where tens of thousands of people have faced down police after the widely disputed re-election last month of President Alexander Lukashenko, Trump's remarks sounded familiar, see? It reminds me of Belarus, when a person cannot admit defeat and looks for any means to prove that he couldn't lose. This will be a warning sign for any democracy. Some others in Europe are confident that U.S. institutions are strong enough to withstand assault. See, and hey, even Europe, America's allies are sitting back and watching. All right, everybody is watching America right now to see what's going to go down in these next few months, man. And these next few months are very key to major prophecy. All right, it's very key to major prophecy and the shifting and turn of events of what's about to take place, man. All right, these next few months. It says, I have no doubt in the ability of the constitutional structures of the United States with their system of checks and balances to function. This is all quote unquote different people. I'm not going to really say their names. I'm just going to read the points. It says, still, that the President of the United States, the very country that chauffeured the birth of Germany's own peaceful democracy after the defeat of the Third Reich, was wavering on the sanctity of the electoral process, has been met with disbelief and dismay. See, because everyone's now saying this place is a hypocritical nation, man. Hey, you know what? That's in the scriptures. Let me look it up real quick. Because all this time America was going around the world pushing democracy. But now now the time's come for them to practice what they preach, and they're not doing it. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Isaiah, yep. It's Isaiah chapter 10. Okay, Isaiah chapter 10, verse 6. Let me see. I might can start up though. All right, Isaiah 10 and 6. It says, actually, let me start at verse 5. Yep. It says, "O Assyrian," which that's another name for America, is Assyria. Okay. "O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger, and the staff in their hand is mine indignation." See, so the reason why America was going around the world, had the power to go around the world and do what they've been doing and pushing this democracy, is because the Lord gave them that power. All right, the Lord gave them that power to keep Esau in power. Because that's how Esau is still in power, through America. All right, it's through America. The elites, the top banking families, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Oppenheimers, the Vanderbilts, the DuPonts, all right, they all funded America, all right, that military industrial complex, to go around the world and do what they did, man. Right, push democracy and conquer lands, set up bases, or establish them bases, man. Right, I believe it's like over 800 bases, U.S. bases in various countries. All right, so it was the Lord that gave America the power to do what they're doing, but that power has been taken away. Verse 6: "I will send him against an hypocritical nation." That's America, man. America is that hypocritical nation. "And against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge to take the spoil and to take the prey and to tread them down like the mire of the streets." Right. So America, that's the point. America is that hypocritical nation. And now the nations are sitting back and they're realizing that, man. They're starting to notice that. The hypocrisy of America. It says, going back to the article, it says, the diminution of the United States global image began before the pandemic, as Trump administration's officials snubbed international accords and embraced an American first policy. Right. So everyone around the world said, forget that, man. Okay, well, America, you don't want to do business with us. We're just going to do business with each other. All right, you want to be by yourself, go be by yourself. And that's what took place, man. Now all the other nations are making pacts with each other, and America they're turning on America, basically. Okay, soon they're going to drop the U.S. dollar, all right, as being the world's reserve currency. Okay, soon they're going to just stop doing business with America altogether. It says, now though, its reputation seems to be in free fall. That's right, man. Let me see if I can get some more out of here. It says, such global disapproval historically has applied to countries with less open political systems and strongmen in charge. All right, but people from just the kind of developed countries that Trump has mocked say the signs coming from the United States are ominous. A disease unchecked, mass protests over racial and social inequality, and a president who seems unwilling to pledge support for the tenets of electoral democracy. Mexico, perhaps more than any other country, has been a target of Trump's ire, with the president using it as a campaign punching bag and vowing to make Mexicans pay for a border wall. Now they are feeling a new emotion that has overtaken their anger and bewilderment at Trumpian insults. Sympathy. We used to look to the U.S. for democratic governance inspiration, said Eduardo Bojorquez, director. He says, sadly, this is not the case anymore. Being great is simply not enough. Right, make America great again. Ain't no making America great again, man. All right? See, the Most High is making a mockery of that slogan in and of itself, man. Esau's slogan of make America great again. And then they're talking about keep America great. But this place ain't never been great, man. All right? This place was only set up and established for us to serve slavery in, man. Us, the Israelites, to serve slavery. But the Lord is about to take us up out of this captivity, man, under the hands of you Edomites. It says, Trump inspired many dictators, many leaders who are interested in dictatorship to copy his style, and he emboldened them. In places like the Philippines, Mexico, and others, elected leaders have been compared to Trump when they have turned to divisive rhetoric, disregard of institutions, intolerance of dissent, and antipathy toward the media. But there is also a sense that Americans are now getting a glimpse of the troubles people living in fragile democracies must endure. Let's see what the scripture said about that. All right. This is our 2nd Esdras, chapter 8, verse 50. It says, for many great miseries, which is a word synonymous with troubles, shall be done to them that in the latter time, all right, the latter time, the last days, which we're living in the latter time, shall dwell in the world because they have walked in great pride. Make America great again. Keep America great. All right, that pride of Esau. That great pride of Esau. And it's coming, that spirit is leaving them, man. Okay, that proud spirit is leaving them. Because they see everything, all these calamities, all these miseries, all these troubles are coming to their doorstep now, man. And there ain't nothing they can do to stop it. See? Let's read this in Jeremiah 51. And, no. Real quick. Isaiah 14. Because that goes perfect with this, with that article, man. Because now America is the laughing stock and the mockery of the world, man. Isaiah 14:1.